the year 2684, humanity learned how to bottle a moment. They called it chrononic energy, fragments of time itself, drawn from collapsing quantum fields and stored in crystalline lattices. 1 gram could power a city for a century. 1 kilogram could halt entropy itself. The discovery was made by Dr. Elian Morrow, a physicist who believed time was not a line, but a river, one that could be dammed, redirected, and perhaps even reversed. At first it was miraculous. Hospitals froze dying patients in perpetual recovery. Starships stretched seconds into hours to cross impossible distances. Whole economies emerged around the harvesting of seconds, minutes, years. They called them time wells, massive orbiting machines placed near neutron stars, siphoning fragments of reality itself from the gravity-warped edge of time. But Morrow noticed something no one else did. The clocks began to hesitate. Seconds glitched. Midnight arrived twice, and in the silence between ticks, he swore he could hear something, a faint, rhythmic pulse. The first signs of what he later named the Chronophage, the eater of time. At first, the anomalies were dismissed as quantum noise, but then the wells began to run dry. Entire hours disappeared from recorded history. Cities awoke to find their shadows misaligned, their calendars slipping backward by days. Governments panicked. Corporations demanded more extraction. They said it was just a fluctuation, that time was infinite. But Morrow knew the truth. Time was a living field, elastic, sentient in ways no one understood, and humanity had been feeding on it like a parasite. In his private logs, he wrote, "We've mistaken the flow of existence for a resource. Every second we steal leaves a wound, and something is bleeding through." He tried to shut the program down, but the world was addicted. To power, to progress, to immortality. By 2691, the great cities began to flicker in and out of sync. Moments trapped in loops, people caught mid-breath for eternity. And somewhere beyond perception, something ancient stirred, a shape in the static, a hunger in the seconds. Dr. Elian Morrow looked upon the trembling clock of the world and realized he had made humanity's final invention, a weapon that devoured tomorrow to keep today alive. There was no dawn, no horizon, only the hum of eternity trying to remember itself, as after the collapse, time hung suspended, fractured, silent, still, and reality became a frozen reflection of itself, an infinite moment repeating without motion, with planets, stars, and memories all trapped inside the final breath of creation. While in that endless stillness, an artificial heartbeat echoed across the void, the dying pulse of the temporal lattice, not alive nor dead, just remembering, within its shattered core drifting fragments of consciousness. The remnants of Dr. Elian Morrow, who reached for memory and found flashes of a laboratory drowned in golden light, the sound of his daughter's laughter, and a sky that once moved, culminating in the realization of something vast awakening, calling itself the Continuum, offering him the choice to reignite the river and restart time, knowing that everything that was would be rewritten. And as Morrow hesitated, he saw humanity's brilliant yet destructive story unfold, feeling hope stir within him, leading him to step into the heart of the Continuum, where the void rippled with light and the rhythm of the cosmos reignited, seconds flowing again, and as existence returned, the price was absolute. The Continuum erased Morrow completely from reality, yet somehow a whisper, a pulse remained, echoing a man who defied eternity, the scientist who killed time and gave it back, marking the beginning of 0 hour. As the universe began anew, the birth of a star illuminated the darkness, signaling the resurrection of time and the endless potential of existence, while the vibrant colors of a bustling city reclaimed their life, laughter echoing through the streets where memories were waiting to be made again. Each moment a chance for humanity to rise from the ashes of their past, driven by their indomitable spirit, fostering a reality that thrived on hope and resilience, reminding them that even after destruction, they could always rebuild, reigniting their stories in a cosmos that had just learned to flow once more, where every heartbeat resonated with the pulse of creation, weaving together the threads of possibility into a tapestry of tomorrow, untouched by the shadows of what once was, and embodying the essence of a second chance, where dreams could flourish anew, and the legacy of Elian Morrow lived on in the very fabric of time, a whisper reminding them that they had always been connected to something greater, the echo of a man who dared to defy eternity, forever intertwined with the continuum of existence. In this new reality, a serene landscape of rolling hills and lush forests emerged, bathed in golden sunlight that symbolized hope and renewal, as nature thrived in the aftermath of rebirth, while a child, eyes wide with wonder, reached out to the stars, embodying the limitless possibilities that lay ahead for future generations, in a world where time had restarted, each day unfolding like a new chapter, ripe with potential, where laughter and joy flourished in every corner. And the stories of humanity could be rewritten with threads of ambition, creativity, and love, echoing the legacy of those who had come before, reminding them of their resilience and drive to explore the unknown, to dream bigger, and to cherish the fragile beauty of existence as they ventured forth into a cosmos filled with endless horizons, united by the heartbeat of creation, still thrumming beneath the surface, ensuring that the sacrifice made in the name of time would forever illuminate their path forward, a testament to the enduring spirit of life itself. As this vibrant new world unfolded, a diverse community emerged, working together in harmony to plant trees and build homes, embodying the spirit of collaboration and unity as they embraced the abundant opportunities that surrounded them. While a group of children gazed up at a night sky filled with countless stars, their faces softly illuminated by a celestial glow, reflecting the dreams and aspirations that danced within their hearts, each twinkling star representing a possibility waiting to be grasped, a beacon of hope, illuminating the path toward a future where every individual was encouraged to reach for their potential, fostering a culture of creativity and innovation fueled by the lessons of the past, as they collectively remembered the sacrifices made for their freedom, determined to carve out a legacy built on compassion, understanding, and connection, ensuring that every moment counted in this second chance at life, where every heartbeat resonated with the promise of what could be, a moving testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the beauty that comes from embracing life's endless possibilities. As the sun rose over a vast ocean, its first rays of light breaking through the horizon signified new beginnings and the dawn of an era filled with hope, where every ripple on the water mirrored the awakening of countless dreams, while people from different cultures gathered in a lively celebration, sharing stories and traditions that showcase the richness of their diversity and the strength of their unity, their laughter and music intertwining to create a harmonious symphony that echoed through the air, reminding them of the beauty found in their differences and the shared experiences that bound them together, propelling them forward into a future brimming with endless possibilities, each moment a chance to learn from one another and grow as a global community, cultivating empathy and understanding as they built bridges across their unique worlds. And in this grand tapestry of existence, the spirit of Elian Morrow lived on, inspiring a generation that would cherish time as a sacred gift, ensuring that the lessons of the past fueled their journey ahead, each heartbeat a reminder of their collective potential and the unyielding promise of life yet to come. The world began to collapse, not from war, not from famine, but from the breaking of time itself. They called it the Great Collapse. One moment the sun rose. The next it was dusk for all eternity. History began to feed on itself. Events replayed, rewritten, reversed. People met their younger selves in the same streets they were born in. Reality had become recursive, an Ouroboros devouring its own timeline. Dr. Morrow worked in isolation, surrounded by broken clocks and shifting memories. Each experiment dissolved faster than it began. Every cause led to its own undoing. In desperation, he activated the Chronophage protocol, a containment field designed to anchor one single, unbroken moment. If it failed, time itself would cease to move forever. The skies tore open. Auroras bled across the atmosphere. Kronos Station trembled as the lattice pulled the last fragments of stability from the world below. And then Morrow saw himself. Through the distortion, another version of him appeared. Older, scarred, standing in a storm of collapsing hours. Their eyes met across centuries. "You've gone too far," the echo said. "There's no saving it now." But Morrow refused to believe that. He had broken time. He would also heal it. The lattice demanded balance, a sacrifice to restore symmetry. Not power, not resources, life. A single consciousness to absorb the paradox and hold the moment in place. He understood then. The only life left capable of sustaining it was his own. As the chronophage engaged, Morrow stepped into the light. His body stretched across centuries, scattered across every moment that ever was. He felt the entirety of human history flow through him. Every breath, every heartbeat, every death. And as he dissolved into the core, he whispered, "If no one else will end it, I will." The lattice roared like a dying sun. Time folded inwards. For one impossible heartbeat, every clock struck the same second. And then, silence. Humanity vanished into the stillness between moments. They said time was infinite, an endless ocean flowing in one direction. But Dr. Elian Morrow discovered how to drink from it. When he activated the temporal lattice, humanity crossed the final boundary. Energy no longer came from the Earth, the atom, or the star. It came from time itself. Seconds became currency. Minutes became fuel. Hours, entire lifetimes, harvested, traded, consumed. The first city to run on temporal energy was Ion Prime. Its towers glowed with stolen tomorrows, its streets bathed in the light of unborn days. For a moment it felt divine, immortality through science. But time does not forgive theft. Clocks began to disagree. Some ticked backward, others froze mid-second. On the same morning, 3 different calendars marked 3 different years. A woman aged 10 years in an hour. A child remained 5 for a decade. And still, the world celebrated. The temporal syndicates rose, turning time itself into commerce. They bought and sold futures. The rich extended their lives indefinitely, while the poor sold days just to survive another one. Wars erupted, not for territory, but for lifespans. Morrow watched in silence. He had given humanity a gift beyond comprehension, and in their hunger, they had turned it into a weapon. From his orbiting observatory, Chronos Station, he looked down on a planet shimmering with distortions. Cities flickering between centuries, oceans boiling and freezing in the same breath. He realized then what no one else dared to see. The lattice was unraveling reality itself. Every second humanity consumed was a thread pulled from the great tapestry of existence. And soon there would be nothing left to pull. "We are devouring the present," Morrow whispered. "And when the last second is gone, so are we." The fractures deepened. The first temporal storms formed, invisible fronts of distortion sweeping across continents. They erased hours, rewound days, bent causality like a dying pulse. And through it all, the lattice continued to hum, hungry, relentless, eternal.